Yeah, I just got in less than 10 minutes ago, and I called myself setting this for 12:50, and I looked and it was for 1:50 a.m. where I am. It is officially Sunday, October 19th. Do I look tired? I am, and I am very achy, and I should be taking a hot shower and laying down, but I was drinking Mountain Dew on the hour ride home, and so I said, you know what? The look that I had planned to do tonight, I didn't do because I was busy. And so that's a good thing. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do the look. And so what we're going to have a hangnail I'm trying to pull. Yo, I cannot stand hangnails. I like stuff to be smooth, and when it's not, um, so this is what I had took to do my makeup with, and what. So we're just going to work out of here. And also, I have two PSAs. We're also going to do a troll play look, because what I thought to do tonight was to do one face just regular makeup, and the other side of the face a zombie makeup. Um, Hello and welcome, whoever just popped in. And so I wanted to do more of a somewhat traditional zombie look, because the other one I don't think was well received, which is okay because y'all know we do what we want to do here at the Crazy Troll Nation. Let me do the intro. Um, if there's someone new that watches the replay. Hello, my name is Dion. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation of YouTube. The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel obligated to try a certain brand. Hey, Grace, a certain tool or a certain technique because that's what you're being told in a video you're watching. Wear whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Um, the bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation, thank you, Grace, we accept our natural features. We enhance them if we want to, when we want to, but we don't ever feel like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. Two things about me for new people. I curse sometimes because I curse sometimes. And the other thing is, it's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it to say, excuse me. Sometimes I am not aware of it. So if you hear something, hello. If you hear something and you're like, hey, what was that? You probably did hear something. Okay, I popped on here impromptu. So I'm going to have to play moderator as well. So, you know, it is nighttime. Hey, Emma. So we're just going to have two PSAs. And so because this is impromptu, I know I'm going to get a lot of shit. I already know that. So we're just going to keep it rolling. And I'm just going to act like it's just my troll fam here. And so two PSAs. One thing, this CC Beauty palette, this is the one that Janessa sent to me. Y'all know I like this so much. I bought one for myself. I did condense my kit, so now it's just one instead of the two. And I was putting too much stuff in there for one, and I already kind of knew that. And so this had cracked right here. And I was like, ooh. So what I did is, this is the lid from the one in my kit. So I swapped lids. So that way that one would be okay. So that's the first PSA. Really short, really sweet. The second PSA, again, a testament to how cramped my kit was. We're going to get rid of you because you're just being a complete asshole, which is really unnecessary. Like, why be here for that? So this was looking like it was a little cracked on this end here, but I kept it in my kit. And today when I opened it, because the person wanted a shimmer, and the black, as you see, was cracked. And so I turned it upside down in a trash can, and this whole pan, the only shimmer in here, the whole pan fell out. And this is like this. So this is trash. I already do have a backup one though, and so we're okay with that. So that's the second PSA. So we're going to show what is in what I took to wear or to put on, because that's what we're going to use. So y'all Bear with me, Crazy Troll Nation people. While I'm dealing with unnecessary trash. I had to take the trash out. I know, and I was trying to ignore it, but it's just too much. And so, yeah, because I want to just keep going and not have to keep stopping for dumb shit. And so, and I knew that I knew it was going to be like this. So, yeah, they were like, really, they were rude to you too. So here's what I want y'all to do, my troll fam. When someone says something out of pocket and they're just being rude and disrespectful for no reason, just ignore them, because I don't want y'all to start arguing back and forth, because it is just really unnecessary for someone to just come in just to be mean. Like, to me, that just doesn't make any sense. And so I know it's distracting. I know it's annoying. But let's just do as much as possible what we came here to do. And so what I took to do my face with, and so we're just going to use the stuff that's in here, and we're going to use our water activated face paint, and we're going to do a gray tone. And I tried to condense to see which one Mayron palette I wanted to take, but they all offer something a little different. So this is the metallic one. This is the metallic one. This is the cosplay one. So that's what this looks like. And so this actually is a light gray. This is a light blue. It might be washed out when you're in. I thought I removed this person. Am I doing something wrong? Or am I just removing the comments and not the person? Because I want to remove the person. That's what I thought I had been doing, Emma. Hey, beautiful Joe. Because I was clicking report and it was still there. So then I was just clicking remove, and that was just a comment. But that time when I clicked report, it seemed to have took them out. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know if, I don't know. So I guess I have to report and remove. We'll be here all night. And so this one is the metallic one. So some of the colors are different. And so I ended up just keeping all three in the kit. Some are the same, like the greens. I think they all have a green. Because I was thinking just to take the larger one, the 30 pan one. And I did report, so I don't know why it ain't working. This is the 30 pan one. And so it does have different colors than the other ones. And so we're going to work out of this one because we're going to use the light gray. Yeah, we're going to use the light gray. And most of these in here are mattes. And so that is that. I just really don't know what to do because oh, you know what I need to do? Okay, I found it. Okay. Okay, I found what I needed to do, Emma. Okay. I got so used to Janet or I got so used to Janet and Janessa being in here that I forgot like what exactly I needed to do. And so yeah, they should not be back today. So what we were going to use the black eyeliner, water liner from Lethal Cosmetics, their aqua liner. This is a blush something from Notoriously Morbid Gift with Purchase, and this is an eyeshadow from Notoriously Morbid Gift with Purchase. I seldom use them, but I'm glad I had this palette so I can put this in here because the water activated bundle from Lethal comes with 10 and the palette only is 9, or you get a 10 or a 12 pan palette. And so I put that in here, but I never use these two because honestly I forget that they're there. And I took this one too because I wasn't sure. These are the other 9. I wasn't sure. Yes, Emma. Yeah. Because I was thinking to do something graphic, but then I was thinking do one half regular and one half do the mummy thing. Not the mummy thing. The, what am I trying to say? The zombie thing. We took this because I thought to do freckles. I doubt that we're going to use this because we're going to do a regular face on probably this side, and we'll probably do the zombie over here. The brushes that I took, what brushes did I take? The brushes that are in here, and actually I don't have to use these because I'm home now. Feel free to super chat. It will be much appreciated. This is a travel Sephora brush, and I took this to use with my powder products because the longer ones, like this brush, like this barely fits in here. And I like that this comes with its own cap. And so and y'all, this is over 10 years old. This is probably like 15 years old, this brush. So we're all going to use that. And this one, because y'all know I like my angle brushes for foundation, right? But check this out. And this one is about the same time frame old as the other one. Look how cute this is. This is a Sephora brush number 40. Thank you, Norma. Is the number 47.5 because they have a larger one that's the size of this one. This is a Sigma. Thank you very much. And so this is the 47.5 because the regular size one is a 45. And let me back up. This is a 50.5. The larger one is the number 50. I don't think they sell these anymore because it seems like every so often they change up what they're doing. I remember back in the day they had silver handles. This brush is at least 25 years old. So they switch up their stuff. I think that's it for brushes that are in here. No. We have another powder brush. Why do I have two powder brushes? I think I was going to use this one for bronzer. And this too is probably at least 15 years old. I really like these brushes. So this one is the number 5 because they did have a larger one. And so these are great for travel. And I love, as I just said, that they come with a case. So nothing gets messy, nothing gets, dirty looking, and it's not, putting powder or product in whatever's left inside the thing. So Hung Vango eyeliner. This one is, y'all, I really like these liners. They're so creamy. This is One Eye at a Time. And we also took from MAC, this is Nudge Nudge Ink. This is going to be on our lower lash line. The green is going to be inside our inner rims. This is a white one from MAC. I put this on, actually the look I did last night with the yellow and green. This I had just put right here on the inner corner and it looked really nice. It wasn't really like pow bam, but I liked how it looked. I'm like, I'm gonna do that again. These are the brushes I took, just the regular brushes that y'all see me use all the time for eyeshadow and eyeliner. So we're not gonna go through those, but I wanted to show you the Sephora ones because they stay in my travel kit. Can you buy them? I don't think they make those anymore because they're about 15 years old. I don't think they make those anymore. So we also have our eyebrow pencil in here. Mascara, the brown one that I've been putting on lower lash line. Beyond mascara that I've been using for upper lash line. The Sills Booster XL mascara base. This is the City Beauty lip oil. And my lips are dry, y'all. So, okay, Norma, thank you for being here, though. We appreciate you. I love when new people pop in that aren't assholes like the other ones that I had to get rid of. You have a good day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Norma, thanks again. We took our lipstick applicators because y'all know I go through these really quick in my kit, y'all. I need to invest in stock for them because this is ridiculous. Regular stuff here. Nothing new here. I'm just taking everything out of here because we're going to use it and for one side of the face, the regular look. Excuse me. And then we're going to do the zombie side over here. And it's not going to be dramatic like the other one. I did take this to do my lip. I don't know if I still am though because when I took this stuff to do the face, I did think to just do the look on both sides the same. So I don't know if we're going to use that. I'm excited about the palette though because I have not used it yet. Some groundwork to use, of course. Max Paint Pot Black Mirror. We took our concealer. So this is just the regular stuff except for the palette I haven't used yet. Fashion Fruit powder. We took 2 finishing powders, but we're going to put all these on. So I'm not even going to go through all of them. Bronzers, blushes, highlighters from House Labs. 2 of each, of course. This is what I'm really excited about, y'all. I haven't used it yet. And 2 days ago, I had in my calendar to do a look, and then yesterday I had in my calendar to do a look, and I wasn't able to get them done because I was working down at an event, and so. But we're finally digging into Swamp of Sorrows, and so part of me feels like just wait and do a complete look, but I'm not going to do that. And so I also wanted to see how late night play would go, and I already saw, and I don't like it. Like I'm glad y'all are here, but that bullshit, y'all, I'm just like. But I honestly did expect it, like seriously. Even from what other people say, they're just like, this is off the hook for no reason. So Swamp of Sadness, I probably just said Swamp of Sorrows. And when I did the swatch party with this and with Veil of Tafana, which, thank you, Emma, which Notoriously Morbid did send to me, I was saying Swamp of Sorrows, this isn't even on the website anymore, blah, blah, blah. Because I typed in Swamp of Sorrows. Hi, Sherilyn. Forgive me if I pronounced your name wrong. How are you doing today or tonight? It's after 1 a.m. here where I am on a Sunday, so I don't know where you are in the world, but welcome. Um, oh, Joe, you finally tried Posh Cosmetics? Oh, I'm glad you like it. So I had searched for Swamp of Sorrows, and I'm like, it's not on the website. It's not on the website. It's called Swamp of Sadness, and it is on the website. And so I did pin a comment to that, and I do have printed out somewhere here the descriptions of the shadows, because y'all know I do like to let y'all know, like, what does it say it look like, and the shifts, if there are any. The back doesn't show any like some of their other palettes do. Label or meteor, you already know that's there. And so this is what I'm gonna hold it upside down because of the mirror. So this is what it looks like. This is that typical shift that we all know and we love. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing okay. That typical shift we probably have in at least 5 of our palettes. That green, burgundy, red shift that we all have. This is sort of a burgundy green shift. That's kind of strange that they have similar shifts. This one seems to just be a dual chrome. So I'm only seeing like the blue, well, maybe 3, blue, purple, and a red. This I'm seeing the green, burgundy, and maybe that's it. That shade. The rest of them seem to be regular shades. This is deeper, lighter. Excuse me. Thank you for the hearts. Depending on how the light hits it. But we're going to use this. My plan was, the first look, do these 4 shades. Second look, do these 4. Third look, do these 4, just to get through the palette and then go back and do different things. Because we could easily do these 6 shades for a look. This one does look to be a matte white. This one has a shift in it. Because when I'm looking at it here, I'm seeing like some light pink lavender in this one. And we can easily just do these 6 shades for a look. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. So, but meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and prime the eye. Well, eyebrows first. Prime the eye. I already did the intro for the replay crew. Yeah, thank you y'all for being here. And if anybody needs to go, I understand, because this is impromptu and the time is just, I know we're just all in different places here. So please don't feel bad, like if you have to go or it's time for you to go to sleep. And no, I'm not kicking y'all out. I'm not saying that. I just want y'all to understand that this was really just like, what? And so, and I am really tired, but I'm wired on Mountain Dew at the same time. So I'm like, you know what, let me just do this late night troll play thing that I kept wondering like when it was going to happen. Hello, how are you tonight or this morning or this evening? You know what, we're not going to do our brows over here. This is going to be the zombie side. I do have a cloth here because y'all know I don't be using my hands for makeup, so for me to even do that, it's just like, what? You're always up at night. Oh, Joe, I appreciate you being here. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Sherilyn, I am so sorry. I'm sad to hear that. Oh, wow. I am so sorry to hear all of that. But I'm glad you're here. I hope being here helps you feel a little better, even though it would only be temporary. But I'm glad you're here. What am I doing for Halloween? I don't celebrate holidays except Veterans Day and Memorial's Day. Some holidays, my family, they don't really celebrate either. We use it as an excuse to have a get-together because those of us in the family, well, those of them in the family who still work, they're off usually on a holiday. So we just have like a family get-together. So it's not really to celebrate the holiday. It's just that that's when most of them are off work. And so it's like, you know, they do something. I, not in celebration, but I am working at another event on the 31st of this month. And so I hope it goes well. One of the things about working themed events, people already come with their costumes on. Those who wear makeup already has their makeup on. And so, and some of them, like people I know I pick with, they'll come in, I'm like, your makeup is nice. Like you were supposed to have came here without it and let me do that for you. And then we just kind of laugh about it. And so that's kind of funny. But I really love doing makeup, doing other people's makeup, answering questions that people may ask. And sometimes it's hard questions. Somebody asked, somebody asked me, what's the best, paints to use for the face? And I said, I don't know what the best one is, but the ones I use, and I said, these are my only reference because I haven't tried a lot of different ones. I know Mayron is a good company. And so, my water paints are from them. And then when Janessa sent me the CC Beauty oil-based paint, I was like, ooh, I liked it so much I bought one for my kid. And she also sent me the neon party paints, and that company is Blue Squid. Are those water activated? I always forget if they're water activated. I really don't remember. I don't know if they're cream or what. And I did use those in a video already. And I'm feeling like, and I do have cream paints from Mayron. So my only reference is the CC Beauty, Blue Squid, and Mayron. Your sister keeps doing it. Oh no. Is she older or younger than you? You're going to be forced to go to it. Why are you going to be forced to go to a movie? Oh, hey, Duncan. How are you? I apologize. I didn't see you earlier. Welcome. We're going to go ahead and do our eye cream. And I moved stuff at my station. And so stuff is not where it usually is. So I'm a little disoriented. I'm one of them people where unless I'm not feeling well, I am very organized. But I moved stuff to get the mirror closer, and I had that case here that had all that stuff in it, the stuff that I just took out to show you. So the stuff that's normally here is not right here. Well, I put it like up on top of other stuff. So, she's older than you? Do you have more makeup than she does? I'm just trying to figure out why is she taking your stuff? Because usually the older sibling has more than the younger sibling, right? What am I looking for? I'm gonna just use this for that since it's a small place. You randomly doing your makeup while watch. Oh wow! You have less makeup too, and she be taking yours? Dang, I don't even know what to tell you about that one. So does she like yours better? Well, let me ask you this. Do you think your makeup is better quality than her makeup? Or she just likes taking your stuff? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, like if I had a sister here and her makeup was better than mine, even if she had less than me, I would use hers. You know what I mean? For real, I know. So thankfully, there's no one here to take my shit. With the primer. Part of me doesn't even want to prime this side of my face. I'm not going to shoot. What I'm going to do. So we just did one pump of the primer. Shit. I want to do the barrier spray over there. But this stuff is strong. Because one time she took your sweater. She stole your eyeshadow. She's taking your stuff. So this is just going to go on this side of the face. And it's strong. So I'm going to close my eyes and hold my breath for a little bit. Now, what was messed up about that was I wasn't squirting it on my face. It was like on my hand and then over here. So I was trying to... and I was too close. Yo, this stuff is strong. Now it tastes alcohol. Ugh. This stuff is strong. Where'd I put my lip oil? Yo, when stuff isn't where... And she took your school bag. She just taking all your stuff. You sure this is happening and you're not making all this up? Because that's a lot of stuff. Like, do you have anything left? Like, probably one sock, right? Like, what is happening over there? Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Like, she's taking like everything. Oh wow, that's a shame. I would be upset. I would start hiding my stuff. But then, like, if y'all in the same house, so I mean, if she really wanted it, she's going to find it. So we're going to... Sorry to hear all that. That's kind of crazy. So is your makeup better quality than hers, she thinks? Or she's just like messing with you and just taking your stuff? Because sometimes that happens too. Older siblings, excuse me, they just want to pick with us. Sometimes, I will say this, sometimes when a family member picks on us, it is just out of love, but it's like just a weird kind of way to show it. Well, not weird, it's just a different way of showing attention and care to you, even though it's like, why do you keep doing this? You know what I mean? Curse of being the middle child. Middle children do have it rough. Because the first one gets all the attention and all the hype and all the excitement because that's the first one. And the second one is like, oh. And then the first one feels left out. And then the third one comes, and because it's a baby, they need the attention. And then it's like, okay, I'm stuck here. And usually by then, the oldest one is okay, like kind of doing stuff on their own and being somewhat independent, even if they're still a kid. But the middle child usually does kind of just... I don't want to say be forgotten because they're not, but they don't... This is my opinion. Sometimes middle children, sometimes middle children don't get the attention that they want or the care that they want because of the older one might start acting up. And then it's like, you're older, like, why are you acting like this? And the younger one, they need attention because they're younger, and then you're just in the middle chilling. And so... There is a thing, if y'all have ever read articles, like research paper articles, not just like people saying stuff, on your child placement, oldest child, single child, middle child, younger child. Like there is really something to that stuff. And it is quite fascinating, if I do say so myself. I have been, this goes under here, not under my eye. I am using still the Fenty. I did use up the soft matte because I used the soft matte with the hydrating primer, and I use both of them up. I go through them in about 8 months or so, and I do like the mix with the luminous and the soft silk. So this is the luminous foundation. I said that backwards. I like the mix of the hydrating foundation with the matte primer, or the matte primer with the hydrating foundation. I kind of feel like I might have said that wrong. This is the Luminous Foundation and Soft Matte Primer. I probably still said that wrong, but I like the mix between the hydrating and the matte. For me, when I first got the hydrating and I was using it with the hydrating primer, I was using more setting powder because it just does not dry down for me. Like it just does not. And I'm just like, I didn't like that. So that's what I've been using. And so actually Fenty is like the only primer foundation that I do use. And when I like something, I don't feel the need to keep looking for the next best thing. And so how some people, and no shade to anybody, no shade at all to anybody, because sometimes we just want to try new things. But for me, once I find something I like, I'm kind of like, that's where I am. I saw somebody doing a foundation declutter. They had like 20 foundations, and I'm like, why? Because the PAO for foundations is 12 months. And if I'm exclusively using these two and I use them up in 8 months, how the heck are you using foundations in a year and you got like 20 open? And people do use things longer, and sometimes I do too. This is not all the way dry. Hey, Grace. And so, and I pay attention to stuff like that only because if I have a bad reaction, I can narrow it down to like what it is that's irritating my skin, or if it starts to smell funny, or if it starts to perform different. I am more lenient with powder products, but like creams and liquids, now I'm looking at that like, this side of my face feel tight. Okay, this is finally dry. My face looks two different colors. Somebody did tell me my foundation was too dark. I don't know if that's just dark or yellow. Like, what do y'all see on this side of my face? Because when I do my whole face, to me, it all looks the same. But now just with half, am I looking weird? Be honest, y'all know my feelings are not easily hurt. Or maybe if it's looking off, it may be because I have like zero tan. Because when I wore this before, I thought I saw a red mark right there. Do I? Like right here. What the hell? We're going to keep it moving because we got a lot of stuff to do. I say that all the time, and it's always true. It's always true. So and actually, we're going to use this brush for all our powder products. We're not going to use this one. So we're going to put this one away. Hi, Zoe. Why are you scared? Did I scare you? I have that effect on people sometimes. This isn't the brush for this because that don't fit in there. That is not the brush holder for that. That was this one. Ooh, yeah. Where are we going to put it? Thank you. You got that. So, Joe, what is my complexion looking like? Is this looking too yellow over here? Because I like, the hell? This is the deep level 9. Oh, no. I'm sure you don't. We can be our own worst critic. We can be our own worst critic. Excuse me. I'm going to have stuff everywhere. This is deep level 11. We're just going to put that back here. Because I like to have a gradient. Even if it's subtle. And sometimes it is like super subtle. I'm going to need to put these away. Especially by the time we get to that big ass palette. Acai Sky. Question, I almost converted my collection over to cruelty-free, but someone brought me something that's not cruelty-free, and I don't know if it's rude to tell them you're trying to be. It's not rude. Like, if that's what you're trying to do. Oh, it is dark and yellow? It does look yellow over here. It's something when you do half your face, because it is like, oh. It's not rude. I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. How you feel isn't rude. And it may be good for them to know in case because say you keep it and you don't say anything, and then they get you something else that's not cruelty free. You know what I mean? Dang, y'all. I'm yellow. Fuck. And I just opened that foundation. Damn it. Shoot. Thank you, Zoe. Damn. Oh, wait, let me make sure. You were saying mine is dark and yellow. I think your foundation looks fine on your screen. Okay. Because sometimes the lighting over here, like it can be hit or miss depending. And with this mirror over here, it might be because shadow or not, but. It was fine on your phone, your TV look yellow. So that person might have been right when they said my foundation was too dark. And yellow is not dark. But then compared to this side, it's like, whose face is this? This is lavender blonde. Same brush. We're going to just put this right here. So Acai Sky's back here. We're going to put lavender blonde here. So again, we have that gradient in color. Damn. So what do I need to do? Because I just opened that. And my only other foundation is the matte one. Damn. Fire Opal. Damn. It's a lot yellow, Joe, ain't it? It's not mean. Just say if it's a lot yellow. Because on over here on my end, it's looking hella yellow. Like for real. Okay, I don't even know what the hell that is. So, because I don't think anybody from Google was really watching my account. And then we're going to take chocolate opal. Is it? And this is chocolate opal. So I've been wearing 2 blushes, 2 bronzers, 2 highlighters, 2 setting powders for a while now, and I felt validated because Janessa wears more than me. She'll put on like 4, 5, 6, 8 blushes. Hourglass, still the same brush. Hourglass Mood Light. Damn. Is it settling down any or still? Yo, this is super yellow over here. Fuck. So even that person was being starky. Like they were right. Like, and it's not just too dark. It's just too freaking yellow. And I don't think I would have noticed it if I didn't do half my face because. Oh my goodness. What? And so now I don't know what to do because I don't want to dump a whole foundation. And this is shade 335, which is the shade I wear in the matte foundation too. So, and they are the exact same shade because I did hydrating on one side when it first came out, and I did the matte on one side and luminous on the other. And the matte one looked too light. But when it dried down, it oxidized and it looked the same as the luminous one. So they are the same shade. It was just curious to me that the matte one oxidizes and the luminous one doesn't. Because when I put them on, I'm like, these ain't the same colors. But then when it dried down, it was the same color. So what I would probably have to do, Joe, is maybe just start putting more bronzer around the perimeter of my face. So that way, just this part will look yellow. And then may hopefully pass as someone just highlighting the center of their face like some people do. So that may be what I'll need to do. Damn. I'm glad I did this though, because I wouldn't have known. This is Eternal Light. And we're going to put more than we usually do because this does make me toasty. So we're going to put this on the perimeter like just to see if it really would help tone that down, at least on the perimeter of my face. And down here. But then it will make me look dark. I do think that's helping, but still, like, this is... I wouldn't have known. Hey, Dawn, I would not have known. Oh, my gosh. I do think it is looking better now. Because on my forehead, it's looking almost the same. In my chin. So I think that's working. So I'm going to have to use more of Eternal Light. Because that's what we're putting here and, like, down here. And so this part to me is looking the same. It's just this part here right now is still looking yellow. Let me know, Joe, if that's how it's looking on your end too on your TV. And I appreciate you going back and forth to let me know because us trolls ain't supposed to let other trolls be looking crazy. And so let me know if this is better. And it does look better over here. So the thing is, I would need to remember to definitely use Eternal Light. So let me know if this is better on your end. It's looking better over here. But let me know on your TV, Joe, if you don't mind. And I know I'm asking you for a lot of stuff. So that's the face for this side of my face. I'm thirsty. Excuse me, y'all. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. So that's what I know I need to do. Make sure, but even the bronzers that I use, because I do use 2 bronzers, bring that down. And then also go in with Eternal Light along the perimeter. So that's what I do. Thank you, Joe. I be telling people there's ways to fix things. So that person was right. I mean, in a way, because it wasn't too dark. It was just too yellow. But it stuck in my mind, though, like, what? And he was like, look, I got what, little white ghost ears or little ghost ears or something. We're going to put this on our inner rooms. Yeah, because I was thinking about it, like, and not like, you know, he was nuts or she was nuts or whatever. But so when people say things, sometimes I do think like, was it really though? Without obsessing over it, because y'all know me, I'm gonna do what I do. Um, but I was thinking about it like, but it does look better now. This side is still more neutral looking than this, but I do think all the stuff, yeah. All right, we're gonna put this on your own. In another video, I'm going to slow down doing my inner rims. And I told Michelle I would make a point to do that because she was saying something in her video about inner rims. And so I explained to her like how I do it, but I think I said something wrong. But I did end with, or when she commented back, you know, it was helpful how I explained it. When I read it back, I'm like, Because I told her when I do the bottom, I tilt my head down and I look at the line and just run a pencil on the line. Because she pulls hers down. And I told her my wrinkles don't need no more friends. And when I do the top, I told her I tilt my head back and look down. But it's not looking down, it's looking up at the waterline up here. And just run the pencil across. And so I am going to slow that down in another video so she can really see. And I'll be paying attention to like how I'm explaining it. Because she does do her waterline. And a lot of people do pull it down, or they'll just put their finger here. Because if you just poke here, it's going to pop out your waterline. You know what I mean? And some people do just lift up here to get under there. Hung Vango does that for his clients. You know, he'll lift it up. But, I mean, whatever way you got to do it, preferably not pulling your skin, especially if you got all these wonderful hands and wrinkles like I got. So, but you know, so we are going to put this on both sides. Well, why the fuck you here? Are you black? Do you got a job? Are you black? You don't have a job. And where I am, it's after 1 a.m. So but you know what, Rob Mack? I'm gonna put your ass on a timeout because I got things to do. You on the live asking if black people in the live if they got no job. You fucking here? Who are you? Yo, it be so stupid. Some of the stuff people say. Oh my God, that is so stupid. And maybe he was projecting. Maybe he is black and he don't have a job. So he's just thinking everybody black don't have a job. Maybe that's it. Yo, I'm trying to get it together so I can finish these looks. That was so stupid. And the thing is people say stuff and don't realize it sounds stupid. But then once you break it down, it's like, yeah, that was really dumb. I just had that white eyeliner. I think I put it back and now I can't even find it. Because somebody said something to me. And when I said it back to them, they were like, yeah, that don't sound right. Like some people just, here it is. It's always late weekend nights when they come out. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why, like I did want to do a late night troll play, like just as an extra thing to do. And the time just never lined up right. And Kay, y'all know she does her lives usually always starting at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And she was saying, you know, she gets a lot of shit. She ain't say shit, but she said she gets a lot of stuff. And so I kind of expected it. But y'all know me too. I just want to come in and do what I'm doing because y'all know our lives be long anyway. So I just want to just get to it. Yeah, that was just stupid. And people don't realize they don't stupidity. Going to the floor. Oh, y'all talking about fragrance. Oh, how you doing? Did I speak to you already, Dawn? If I didn't, I apologize. We're actually going to I don't put it away. We're actually going to put that green on the other lower rim too. Did I just put it away? Yeah. This is taller than my other liners. So they are easier to see. And the nicks are the shortest ones. So I see the MAC before I see the nicks. I really like the consistency of these because they're really creamy. And being as creamy as they are, when they dry, for me anyway, they don't move. And that's why I like the MAC being a little drier formula than the NYX. And it's not dry, it's just drier than the NYX. And the MAC stays where the NYX, as much as I like them, the inner, like out here, will fade, and then here will fade, or just wash away if my eyes are teary, whereas the MAC one won't. And I realize these don't either. And so I'm like, oh. And so these are way creamier than NYX, but the formula. I'm not going to get any other color. These are the two darkest colors, not even darkest, the two boldest, the blue and the green. And so that's why I got these, because I knew I would use them. I didn't want to get a brown or, you know. And so that's why I got that one. Ford wrong body, y'all talking about fragrance. I'm going to stay out of that fragrance combination because y'all going to make me start sneezing. I be watching Grace's videos because I'm trying to support my girl, you know. But I'll just be like... And she be like, so do y'all think y'all gonna pick this up? I be thinking in my head, she know damn well I ain't picking it up. She know I ain't picking it up. I'm just watching for support and commenting for the algorithm. Hi, Tanya. Yep, we had a few, we had a few that I had to get rid of. And because I'm so used to Janessa or Janet being here, I had forgot what I needed to do to get rid of people. So I was reporting and I was removing comments, but I'm like, how do I get rid of people? And then I finally saw it, put them on a timeout. And so that's when they are just gone until the next time. And I always put for 24 hours because you can do I forget however many minutes. But the largest quantity I saw without scrolling was 24 hours. And so I put them one time out for 24 hours. And the last one I booted out, he was just silly, or she was silly. Tanya, this joker wrote in the chat, is it only black people in this live? Y'all lazy, why y'all don't have jobs? I said, then what the fuck you here? You black and you ain't got no job either? Like, that was just stupid. What? That ain't make no damn sense. Is it only black people here which ain't got no jobs? You here, are you black and you ain't got no job? Stop projecting your bullshit. But anyway, so we're going to put the white. I don't know if I want to do it on this side. I'm going to do it on this side because I really liked how that looked. If y'all saw the green and yellow kind of grin thing I did the other day, and I did graphic lines up here. Actually, it was yesterday. Well, actually Friday. Right now it's Sunday morning over here, probably like 1:30 in the morning. Almost one. I don't know what time it is, but I know we started at 10 to 1, so it's after 1 in the morning. Don't that look nice, y'all? And it's not like bam, like pow, but it's just like, oh, I'm gonna be doing this a lot. And maybe even trying it with the yellow and the lavender. But hey Mason, how are you? So, all right, let's get with this. Yo, I am tired. This finger cramped on me tonight. And I wasn't even using it. I was just sitting there and it just cramped up. And it was hurting so bad. It was radiating through like these 3 fingers. I didn't even know what finger it was. And I'm looking at them like, because I was holding my hand like this. And it was this one. And I was just like looking at it like, which one do I need to try to bend? Like, what's happening? Y'all, I wasn't even using it. I was just sitting there. And it seems to be happening more frequently. So I need to mention that to my doctor. Like, I don't know if it's arthritis. I do have arthritis in this thumb, but I usually don't have problems with this thumb. But I need to mention it to my doctor because it's happening more regularly with this middle finger and this middle finger. And I feel like it wouldn't be much that they could do about it. But just to have that on my record, that is something else wrong with me. And y'all know I got issues. Yeah, but that was just weird. So I did have a good time at the event. Y'all, I'm starting to feel like semi-famous. Not really. People come up to me, I like your videos. And I'm like, Thank you. And I still get nervous for whatever reason when people say that, because whatever they saw, they seen it already. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's silly, but I'm always like, fuck. Like inside, I'm like, fuck. But outside, I'm like, oh, you do? Thank you. But I'm always like, ugh. And it's weird. Y'all, this hole's getting bigger and bigger. You'll be pet sitting this week, so your dilemmas as usual with ballots to bring. Whichever one you're going to do a short with. Hi, Landis. How are you? This is the pink pot. I should have had this palette open so I could have been looking in it to see what I was going to do. Michelle, are you in? Is Michelle in here? I think I saw her, but I might have been seeing things. Is Michelle in here? I'm doing okay. Sleepy, achy. But I'm wired on Mountain Dew. I just got in not too long ago, so we're here. Is Michelle in here? I did something that Michelle is going to love. I did a, people spamming in the chat. Oh, yeah, they was off the hook. But the black person, no job thing was funny. Are you black and ain't got no job? Are you projecting? Like, what? That was just so stupid. That was just so stupid. Before I have any, you blocked them all. I forgot how to do that because I'm so used to Janet and Janessa being here. So I kept reporting and removing, but they still kept commenting. So I was just like, okay, wait. But then I saw where it says you can do a timeout, which blocks them for X amount of time. But I was just like, I forgot how to do that, but I found it. So, Swamp of Sadness. And I did email an apology because I had sent them the link to, well, my PR rep, the link to the live stream splash party. And I kept saying, it ain't no website, like, da. So I sent the email apologizing. Like, I kept saying it wasn't there like it is, and I am so sorry. And they were like, it's okay. So, we're going to, maybe these 6. Yeah. I'm looking at this one too, though. Because if we do these 6, that's going to be really like not, but this has a shift, so I'm not sure. So we're going to do these 6. So we're going to do dark to light as usual. So we're going to take this one first. Leather lace has been on my mind. That one, I remember it, but I don't remember what it looks like. And it's probably a brand that uses pressed pigments. Oh, excuse me, pretty girl. Excuse me, y'all. Yo, do y'all watch it? Why'd that blend into my complexion? I see it over here, barely. And when I looked here, oh, there we go. It's like right here. It was hiding from me. Like, where'd it go? What? I'm not going to take it further over. We're going to take, we're just going to use this one. I was going to do an hourglass number 3, but then I'm like, no. Because if this is super creamy or whatever, it might get away from me. Fantasia is this shade, that first shade. This shade here is Ancient Morla. Whatever font this is, I'm having trouble reading it. It was one palette days in. I ain't read the names at all. I'm like, I can't. Well, was it them or was it back when I was getting Nomad? Yeah, this is that typical shift that we all have probably at least 5 times in our palette. But it is a much loved shift for me. Like, I don't mind it being in like 5 different palettes. But it is that typical burgundy green shift. So we're going to take this over most of the lid. We're going to put that black with shimmer. Ooh, this one has a shift. Did we notice that earlier? Look at this. Ooh. Let me move this mirror close. That's closer I get, the more of a shadow it is. Is this the, no, this is Swamp of Sadness from Notoriously Morbid. that they sent me when they sent Velatofana. It does have the same, well, how it looks with 246 12-pan palette. I had something coming up, y'all. It's already scheduled. Y'all gonna be like, what? But y'all won't. I don't think y'all will be surprised because y'all know how I am. And even if my reasons are like, bitch, what? Like for me, it does make sense. And y'all know that about me. And it might not sound right to y'all, but y'all know in my mind, yeah, this is that typical. It's pretty though. It's really pretty. I'm wondering if this black is going to get away from me because this, and it has black. Oh, look how pretty that looks. Y'all, I was up trying to get that Martine Cosmetics 669 palette. It launched noon their time, and they're 6 hours ahead of us. I put it in my cart, went to checkout, put in your address, put the address in. We're not shipping to your location. So, and something kept saying, wait till it comes to Beauty Bay because they pay the duties up front. And that's not to say it still won't be a problem. But it shouldn't be a problem because they pay the duties up front. Well, they added into your cost. And so it shouldn't be like any surprises later. You know, UPS sending you an email like you need to pay us $80 and then we'll bring it. And so that's not to say that still wouldn't happen, but it shouldn't because they add that to our cart. So it's already paid. It's called DDP, delivery duties paid. So it's already paid for. So when it gets to, as long as the paperwork is right, when it gets to customs, they should see that and just put it through. That's what should happen. But we know a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah. Hey, Rumi, how are you? I remember you from before. How you doing today or tonight? It's way early in the morning where I am right now. Y'all, ooh, I like this. Ooh, sorry about that. I got excited. That looks nice. I'm thinking of a red eyeliner for up top. Ooh, let me stop messing with it. And the shape too? Excuse me? I don't know how much they are because I didn't, it's not at Beauty Bay yet for me to put it in the cart and then try to check out for them to tell me what the cost is. So I don't know. You don't know until you go to buy something, as far as I know, because nobody has told me up front like, oh, this is how much it is, because it's based on the weight and all of that stuff and the value of the product. And so there's a lot of factors. It's not a flat fee. It's not a flat fee rate. That I do know. Well, I don't know. I could be wrong. Y'all, this, oh my gosh, that's nice. We're going to take, ooh, we're going to take this gray shade. This is Emptiness Grows. Thank you, Rumi. Thank you. I'm very low maintenance. I am very low maintenance. When my hair was longer, I was just like, I was like, this is I was in and out of braids for over 10 years, which is low maintenance as well. And I would get them redone like every 2 months. And then I finally decided at whatever age I was, let me just start trying to learn how to do my own hair. I spent 2 years and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars buying products, trying to figure out how to take care of my natural hair. And I just ended up getting so frustrated. And I was just like, you know what? And so I got it cut, then I got it cut again, then I got it cut again, and then I had like a faux mohawk. If you look at my videos, maybe like 2, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I have like a faux mohawk up here. And then one day I said, you know what, just cut it all off. And he was like, you sure? I said, go ahead and cut it if I change my mind. And he's like, I said, go ahead. And so then he, and so, and it was during COVID when I got the faux part cut off. And then, and it was a little bit longer than this. But somewhere in there, I was like, wait a minute. Because it was $20 and I always give him a $5 tip. And I was like, so I went on Target website. They had clippers with all the different guards and all that for like $26 and some change. And I was paying this guy $25 every 2 weeks. I have them same pair of clippers. And that was from 2020. So 5 years I had them clippers. Less than $27. I still had them clippers. I had to repurchase the guards. We're going to take this light brown shade. This one is Sadness Takes Hold. So they more than pay for themselves. And the guards, they might be like, why is this lighter than the gray? I thought the gray was going to. I was wrong. I thought this was going to. Okay, here we go. And so the guards might be like $4, $5, and it usually comes in a 2-pack. So them clippers have more than paid for themselves. And because it's all one length, it takes me between 6 and 10 minutes to cut my hair. And this is what's really weird. I never feel like cutting my hair. 6 to 10 minutes it takes me to cut it, and I never feel like cutting it. And then when I do cut it, I feel like a new woman. But then if it's wintertime, my head is cold, so I'm walking around here with wool hats on. Like, seriously. I'm ridiculous. I'll be walking around here with wool hats on. We're going to take this shade. No, we're not. We're going to take this one because I want to see what it shows up as, because I'm seeing like some lavender, light pink in here, even though it's looking white on your end. This shade is Moon Child. And we're just going to put this here just to, oh, okay. Yeah, look at that, purple. That's this shade. And so, yeah, I've been cutting my own hair ever since. I never feel like cutting it. 6 to 10 minutes to cut it and I'm done. And then I get in the shower, wash my hair. And usually I do just wash my hair in the shower. Every once in a while I wash it in the kitchen sink just because it's quicker. I'm able to get the shampoo in it. I'm saying this like I got a lot of hair. Get the shampoo in it and rinse it. It seems to be quicker than in the shower, and I don't know why. I mean, I think because I'm kind of leaning back and trying to get all up in here. We're at the sink, you know. I don't know, but I like this shade. This right here is pretty. This is pretty. I just messed up my eyebrow. Do I care? No. Because I wanted to bring that all the way down. With an eyebrow pencil. My hair's natural, but I haven't figured out this. And I wish that. What are you still doing up, Justin? I just got home at like 1:45. I wish, and I understand it. I wish when I was younger, I was raised with my natural hair. And so that was a disadvantage. And my mom was a single mom. She ain't had time to do it. One of my adult cousins, you know, she would wash, straighten it and all that, y'all, with that hot comb on a stove type thing. And then when Jerry curls came out, my mom was like, I'm getting y'all Jerry curls. I'm like, I don't want it. She said, well, you're going to get it. And I understood it. She was a busy mom working double shifts, triple shifts as a nurse. And so she didn't really have time to do our hair. And my sister's hair was more coarse and thick than mine. And so it was really just like, okay, I ain't got the time for that. Lower lash line. So we only got this shade to use. This is on the inner part of the lid. This is center lid. This is outer lid. First half under my brow, second half under the brow. So we only have this one left. So we're going to put that on our lower lash line. I'm going to leave that out. So she had us get the Jerry curls. And it was when it was new, maybe like a year or 2 years old after Jerry curls came out. And the hairstylist at the salon was like, well, if you don't like it, we can, take it out. Now, y'all know what that means. Putting in a regular perm. Well, I'm not going to say a regular perm because for textured hair, a perm makes our hair straight. For Caucasian hair, a perm makes their hair curly. So I'm not going to say regular hair. But so them taking it out meant putting a perm to make my hair straight over top of like a month earlier when they put the Jerry curl chemicals in my hair. And my hair has never been the same. And I was still a child. I was like in my early teens. That messed up my hair. And so from then on, it was just perms because it was easiest for my mom to manage our hair. But, so even though I could say, oh, yeah, I wish I would have, been raised with my own hair, whatever. I understand why it wasn't like that. And I can't go back and change it. And I wasn't raising me. So, so that's what happened with that. I like this look. I want to blow this down further. We're going to bring this down further. So, but yeah, I wish. And then, so when I see people that have long hair, well, longer than mine, or even if it's maybe an inch high and it's their natural texture, they got that nice little curl. Y'all, and my hair don't even curl. I'm just like, what the fuck? Somebody asked me, what kind of hair you got? I'm like, you tell me. I mean, it's definitely not 4C, and I'm watching videos, this hair, that hair, I'm buying all this crap. I don't know what my hair number letter is. I really don't. But yeah, it was a journey, and after a few years, I'm just like, you know what, just cut it off. And I really like it. And people will say, "Oh, I wish I can cut my hair like that." I'm saying, "Yeah, you can." They be like, "No, I can't. I don't have a head shape for it." And I'd be like, "Oh," because I never thought about that. Like, what if I had like lumps and bumps in the rolls and stuff? It would have been too late. Just wait for it to grow back in. I didn't even consider my head shape. But people be like, no, my head, I don't have a head shape for that. I'm just like, oh, I did not even consider. I was just like, shit, let me buy these $27 clippers and stop paying this dude $50 a month to cut my hair. I like this look. This little hook right here is annoying me. But I think once we get liner on, I think it'll distract from that. Is that a freckle? Excuse me. Y'all would swear. Excuse me, as old as I am, I would know my face by now. That's a freckle. Because it is not moving. I did pull some foundation off. That is a freckle. Damn. Y'all learn stuff new about my face all the time. So we used all 6 of these shades in this one. So we got these 2 and these 3. No. We used these 6 shades and this one. So we have this matte white, these 2, and these 2 to use for the next look. All right, we're going to get down with, let me do my upper lash line and my mascara over here. So then this eye will be done. And I'm thinking red. Or we can just do black. Let's just do black. This should be simple. Because that's what I took in the first place. That's kind of boring, though. What did Justin say? Oh, being ugly. Me too, while I'm up. I haven't eaten McDonald's in a long time. I did not want it, Tanya, and I was begging my mom, and she was like, well, y'all want to get it, because she was just trying to find a way to manage our hair. And it was 2 of us, so it was, I don't have the patience to do all this stuff. It is a lot of stuff. When I be watching Luvs videos, I be like, much respect, because I be like, damn, that's a lot of work. Locks are a lot of work, unless you go and pay like $200. Because my mom, when she went to the nursing home, and I'm gonna use Max Paint Pot. I would take her every 2 months to get her hair. Y'all, it is expensive as hell. I was just like, this shit is crazy. Yeah, but if you do your own, like Locke does, but y'all, that, like how? I mean, that takes a lot of patience, a lot of upper arm strength. Because even when I took my braids out, that would take me like 3 hours. I did get down to like 2 hours. But I'm just like, yo, my arms would be tired. She was old school when she wasn't in the braids either. Your mom? Yeah, that comb. And they oil you. And you hoping they ain't going to get your ear. You sit there like... Yo, that was traumatizing. And my 2 cousins... It was their... Well, 2 of my cousins, it was their mom. One of them, to this day, still teases me. I remember my mom would do your hair and you would be crying. I'd be like, look, dude, how long ago is that? That was like 40 years ago. But he still be telling, I remember when. I'm like, yeah, I know you remember. Okay, all right. But yeah, one of them, he still teases me about that. And their mom, it was so sad. Their mom was in a car accident. I just messed up my liner. Their mom was in a car accident, and at the time, I think she was 8 months pregnant. I think either 7 or 8 months pregnant. And they tried to save the baby, but they weren't able to save the baby. And y'all, that broke me. That was the first time I dealt with death in my family that I remember, and it broke me. It broke me. I think I was in maybe the 8th or 9th grade, and I was so depressed. She was the sweetest person I had ever met in my entire life. And I'm not just saying it because she's family, but she really was. And so, yo, that broke me. I was so depressed. I didn't know the word for it back then, but looking back, like my behaviors and stuff, I was just sad all the time for like months and months and months and months. And that's when I fell in love with the sky. Camden High School, they have a track. And I would just go and just walk around the track. And I would just look up at the sky as I was walking around the track. And that's when I fell in love with the sky. Because of that situation. We're going to take this little brush. Yeah, but it was, yeah, that. We're going to go back with this shade because I got liner up here. Yeah, that broke me. She was just so sweet. And it hit her son's heart too, of course, because they were her sons. And what's ironic, or not, because it does happen, like we react in different ways. Like one son, he is extremely family oriented. The other one was a male hoe. He would just be with anybody, popping out kids everywhere. And so it was just kind of like, wow. You know, it affected them in opposite ways. And then they are and were their own individuals aside from that. But it was just, even me being younger than both of them, like me just seeing like how differently they were affected by it and how it shaped their lives after that. It was just like, wow. And even me, like I said, being younger than them, it still struck me like, wow. Wow. Do y'all hear that traffic? Got my balcony window open. Yeah, but that was my first time. And I remember when I got the service, when I went up to see her, my uncle that passed away a couple of years ago, it might have been 2024 last year, he walked up there with me. And I was just staring at her. They had gloves on her, but the gloves was like this, and I could see the bruises on her hands. And to me, it looked like her chest was still moving. And so I was just staring at her. And so I felt him kind of, because he had his arm on my shoulder, and so I felt him kind of pulling me. And then finally he was just like, then he reached across me and was just like, you know, come on, let's go. Because I was just staring at her, because I was just like, she's not dead. Like, yeah, yo, I was a mess. I don't know how old I was. I think I still have the obituary. But that was my first time dealing with death. It looked to me like she was still breathing. And seeing the bruises and stuff. It was a car accident. And I apologize if I'm bringing anybody down. I do apologize for that. They ain't blocked because the music was edited. What was blocked? I missed it. Where did that come from? Oh, because I was talking about my cousin teasing me when she used to do my hair. But he will still tease me to this day when he see me. I'm like, yeah, I know you remember. And he would still say the whole thing anyway. I remember when my mom used to do your hair. And you'd be sitting there and you'd be crying and crying and crying. I'm like, I know, dude. And if it's around, like, because some of our family get-togethers, you know, you bring your people with you, like your friends and stuff like that. And so even if he had some of his boys with him, he'd be like, yeah, when she was little, I'm like, man, I'm like, come on now. When she was little, my mom used to do her hair and she'd be sitting there crying. I'm like, dude, come on now. Like, really, dude? The whole video was blocked? Hi, Johnny. Your first time dealing with death was when you went to call for a kid that was, oh my Lord. Why were you called? Like, what was your profession? Like, why did they call you? That sounds horrible. And it was a kid? Are you an EMT or like what? And you don't have to say because it's private, but I'm just making conversation. Like, why did they call you for that? I do believe our personalities, our characteristics, I think our jobs choose us because everybody can't do that. Oh, you work at the coroner's office. And even like firefighters, the hell I'm running to a burning building. Like, that's a calling. I'm like, out of hell. And I didn't go into the military because I was patriotic. I went in because I wanted the GI Bill and the benefits. So they're like, oh, thank you for serving the country. Okay, you're welcome. But yeah, I do believe our jobs call us because everybody's not meant to do everything. Because I tell you, the hell, I'll run into a burning building. You can get another goldfish. The hell, I'll call the fire department from outside. All right. Yeah, some of us, you know, we all can't handle. We don't all handle things the same. And I really do believe that our job chooses us because of our personalities, our internal skill sets, and our natural gifts, our natural talents, you know, that type of thing. Your coworker says, oh my gosh. What? See. All right, so this side is done. Ooh. Let me cover up this pink and let's take this picture. Okay, now we're going to get to this side. To the troll play side. All right. I have two. Both of these have water in it. This one does not have water in it. I'm going to go ahead and put these little brushes over here. Yeah, those can go away. What am I going to do with this eyelid over here? That is awful. Ugh. I think we still might put this on the lip. But we'll wait till we get done over here. So we're going to take a gray. Yeah, that is awful. Yeah, I couldn't. Somebody told me that I would be a good SA counselor, like one of the ones that go to the crime scene, or if somebody makes a report and you go to the house and you ask them questions, you know, what had da. And they said they think I would be good at that. Well, Johnny, she said she was playing on her phone, so she wasn't paying attention. I mean, because I could feel the vibrations. Even if there's train tracks maybe like 10 miles away from me. And sometimes I feel something vibrating. I'm like, okay, either that's the train or we have an earthquake. But I'm sensitive though. And so, and like if I'm high up in a building, like a hotel, and they put me on like the 18th floor, I could feel it moving. And I thought it was just me. But somebody I was staying with one time, she was like, Dion, I know you feel that because I feel it. I'm like, yeah, I do. Because I ain't saying anything because people be like, girl, what's wrong with you? But yeah, I'm one of them people. And so I would have felt it. But my other brushes are still in my car. These are the largest ones I have here, unfortunately, because we got all of this to do. So I'm going to try and do it quick. This is the gray we're going to use. And I'm going to put it on sheer. This one right here. And we may go over with the white or not. I'm not sure. You're going to have to re-upload it later, says Grace. Yeah, don't be mad. Get that content back. Well, not back, but yeah, re-upload. We don't waste content over here, the Crazy Troll Nation. And even when I thought to, I was feeling convicted about it. And the members was like, look, you be saying, so you better do it. So I put the brush in here. Excuse me. And we're just gonna make a paste. Y'all, these brushes is shit. There's like 4 hairs in the damn. If y'all could, oh, my hip just popped. If y'all could see those lines, that's hair from the brush. Oh my goodness. So she said I would be a good essay counselor, like at the crime scene type thing. And I didn't know how to take it. I was just like, and she said, because of my personality. She says, I have a way of, this hair out of the damn paint. She says, I have a way of being compassionate while also getting to the root of whatever it is that I'm trying to get to. And I was like, so I had to think about that for a little while. Because I'm just like, what? But when she explained it, I said, you know what? You're right. I am that way. Like, I am compassionate. And at the same time, it's like, well, I'm really sorry that happened. Like, can you tell me, like, what he did? I mean, so I can actually see me doing that. Not at, I mean, like, in my mind, I see what she was saying. But would I want a job like that? I don't think so. But after talking to her, well, after explaining it to me, I did agree with her. That is a job that I would be good at. I don't know how long I would have stayed at that job though, because that's some hard stuff. Because they've already been victimized, and now you're asking them to tell you about the victimization. Yeah, that's rough. Yes, at first I'm like, what? But when she explained it, I'm like, yeah, you're right. Hey, Emma, welcome back. This one place, I don't know if it was a new building or an old building, because we know they build stuff different now. They put me right next to the elevator, y'all. My vertigo was acting up. I'm walking around the room all dizzy and shit. I went down to the front door. I said, no, I called them. I'm like, can y'all put me in a different room? I said, I can't be this close to the elevator. And when they give you the option to leave a note or a request, I'm just pulling hairs out of this brush. After this is going in the trash. Because there's no way when I wash this is still going to be in one piece. Like, there's just no way. So if there is a place to put comments or notes, I'll say not near the elevator. But it would help me to be near the elevator because of my disability too. Like I'll be walking around corners and around bends and all that stuff. Like just get me to my room so I can take my pain med and lay down. Yeah, but it was man, I was just like, I cannot stay in here. Like I was really struggling. This this brush is fucking falling apart. Okay, so needless to say, just going to trash me get down. This is looking really kind of blue. Is this looking blue to y'all? That's this shade. Ooh. So I might put this on top of it. This is a shimmer gray. A metallic gray. Yeah, I couldn't take it. I was just like, I cannot stay in this room. I was getting nauseous. I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, I cannot stay in here. Y'all. I'm annoyed. Like, I just want to put it on. Like, I don't want to be picking. This brush is trash. If y'all can see all the hair in this paint. the hell? What the Can I put on paint and not hair? Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I need to be in a different room. And then this other hotel, I was on like the 11th floor. I didn't feel anything. And I don't remember like which one was the older building, because we know back in the day they built stuff to last. These days they build shit so quick. It's like, are you safe? Like, I mean, you just started building it 3 months ago, and now I'm like, you're like letting people stay here. So, is it safe? Is it? Even houses, y'all, they building stuff so freaking quick. One thing I loved about the house I grew up in, it was a brick house, and I do have a soft spot for brick houses, and I'm sure it's because of that. Growing up in a brick house. Yeah, they made stuff so different back then. These days, man. Even stuff you buy. Go to IKEA, buy a table, put it together yourself. Excuse me? What? Yo, there's so much hair in this. I'm gonna take that out later. Y'all, I got hair. Y'all see this? Look at my shirt. Y'all see that? That's from this damn brush. The fuck? I have never like dealt with brushes shedding like that. Whew. Thank you, Emma. I'm gonna make the comments again. High Smoke 66. Put up another short to make up for the black short. It looks great. It looks great to you? Okay. I do perceive color different than some people. I do know that for sure. I'll be like, oh, that's a pretty color such and such. They be like, that ain't that color. And I'm like, oh, but that's what my eye sees. So I do know for sure my eye perceives color different. Some colors different than other people. Because to me, this is looking like a pale blue. Like, seriously, it is. For real. Do I want to do my ghost ears? That was so funny. I'm going to leave Eternal Light out and not put it back, because that'll remind me to use it to do the perimeter of my face. And I do also use bronzers on the perimeter of my face too. And I thought about that too. I said, okay, if my ears are looking like way lighter than my face, I put bronzer right here. And I bring it down here. So this whole part is darker than my ear. And so I was thinking about that too. Like, yeah. Because Tanya said my ears look the same as my face. Because I was wondering, like, are my ears a different thing? And she said they look the same to her. But I could see how it would look different if I have bronzer here, because then the ear's back here. And that's why I was saying before, I don't bring foundation onto my neck, because I put bronzer right here. So it's still going to be darker up here than down here. But something I learned from Hung Vango that I still have not done yet. So much for learning it, right? Y'all, this is ridiculous. Was it him? It wasn't him. It was one of the Mac master classes that they had. They have them in person, but then they Zoom them too. And so, of course, I zoomed in. Zoomed in, you get it. He was saying that, like, when he did her foundation, he brung some down onto the neck. When he did her powders, he brung some down on the neck. When he did her bronzers, he brung a little bit down on, like, not a lot, just like a little, like a quick dusting. Just like a quick dusting. And when he did, her blush, just a quick dusting, and not just everywhere, just, a little here, a little there. And he said, they sure don't. These, and these came with an oil-based palette. So these are supposed to be like just paintbrushes. And sometimes I am skeptical. If you buy a palette and it comes with a brush set, I'm like, And the price is real cheap. So I'm like, okay, is the paint crappy or is it the brush? Like something, like something they gonna be good quality. And that's why I don't have a problem throwing them away because the um the palette was like $16, and it came with like 2, 4, 8 brushes. So like something was bound to be trash because the palette is actually like very good. So you know, so yeah, so and he doesn't like put it a lot of it like how I do blush. I don't do all of that down here. But he said whatever he puts on their face, he brings a little bit down on their neck and chest area, so that way everything does kind of just flow together. Is what he was saying, and I was like, oh. I hear squinty. I hear Skinny Queen in my mind saying, "Don't forget to clean your ears." All right, we're gonna just brush off. We're gonna clean this brush or not, because it doesn't matter. Yeah, because I don't want that gray to get into the metallic gray. Excuse me. I'm trying to figure out like what to do with the eyelid. Excuse me. Actually, this gray up here we can put on my eyelid over there. So we're going into the shimmer, the metallic gray. And we're just going to be haphazard. So we're just trying to just give some type of deviation to what we're doing here. And we're not going to use a lot of this. Oh, this brush is fucking trash. I ain't never in my life. You would think I had a damn cat. That's how much hair is everywhere. Like, damn. Sheesh. Are you serious right now? I don't even have a milk bar candle with milk bar candle. What is that? When I read milk bar, I was thinking of a candy bar, of course. What do I want to take right now? And this does dry quick. This is dry already. Y'all, it is such like a startling feeling. And I do feel anxiety just for maybe like 20 seconds when people be like, oh, I've been watching your videos, I like your videos. I'm like, and then I'm like, oh, thank you. So I'm kind of like stuck like a deer in the headlights for a moment. I'm like, let's try this color, see what this does. This is a light purple. The collection smells like cake. I've never heard of milk bar before. Ooh. Ooh. That's the pale lavender. I'm gonna show y'all because y'all might be like, girl, that's green. We use this shit right here. My girl, that ain't lavender. Ooh, what look are we doing tonight? This. I like how it made it patchy. So this side is a regular makeup look, and this side we're doing a zombie thing. And so we're just goofing off. I call it troll play, just playing the makeup, just doing different stuff. Because I just like painting my face. I do have a troll play playlist. What do I want to go into next? I don't think I want to go into anything next. I like how it's making it look patchy, like the skin is breaking out. Do I want to do a scar? I'm not going to do a scar. But I'm going to use some. Well, is it even over here? No. Wait a minute. Yes. Wait. I know it's got to be right here. I have. Damn it. Where's my Mayron paints? You know what? They in my kit. And actually, my kit. No, it's still in the car. My SUV. So we're going to open up these other paints that I got from Two-Face from Batman. It could be that. Sometimes somebody will say, what's that look? I'm like, what does it look like to you? And they be like, such and such. I'm like, yep, that's what it is. Good job. Yep, that's what I was going for. And they be looking at me like, you joking, right? And I be like, yeah, I am. Because sometimes I don't know what it is. It's just whatever. That brush is trash. So we're going to sit this over here, let that dry. Actually, I need to spray it also with sanitation spray. It'll be dry in the morning. Well, it is in the morning. It'll be drier later in the morning. So what we have here, Scary Splatter and Screaming Fake Blood and Sticky Blood. I think we're going to use the Sticky Blood. And this did come with this. I have not used these yet. These came in a 3-piece set from Amazon. I know it's not Amazon. I know. I don't know why I said that like that. We're going to do the Sticky Blood first. Y'all, that coagulated blood from Mayron is nice, but y'all, it's expensive. That's why I saw this. I'm like, let me just see what it is. Y'all, it don't have no little flap. Is this the little flap? Yeah, I was going to say don't have a flap to open it. Ooh. Look, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay, the foil broke. Y'all, oh my gosh. Hey, I'm gonna get this off later because okay, I just got it. A piece of plastic didn't want to come off. Let me put my makeup trash bag over here. I got stuff just. Oh man, stuck to my finger. I got fake blood on my finger. I need to take it back. Y'all, it is not moving. It says it's sticky blood. Like you would think it would like spread out to over here. Ooh. All right, what am I going to use? Oh, my left knee just popped. Damn it. We're going to use a lipstick applicator. Michelle. Someone wanted cheetah print. That's part of their makeup look. And it is beautiful. I said, I thought about you too. I said, she's going to love this one. And so you don't see her whole face, I'm going to just crop it. Because she wanted a smoky eye, and then she wanted shimmer on the lid, and she wanted she said a cat eye. So we brought she had a beautiful eye shape too. Like she didn't have all this puffiness I have. And so I kept telling her, I'm like, your eye shape is amazing. And so we brought her liner like all the way out here. Put liner eyeshadow lower lash line. She normally don't do. I used Natasha did on a sculpt palette. And then when she said shimmers, we took Grin, which is that greeny gold shade that I love. We put that. She's like, well, this one or Razzle Dazzle, the reddish one. She's like, well, either one of those. I didn't say anything, right? I put Grin first half of the lid, and I put Razzle Dazzle over here. And I said, how you like it? She was like, ooh, that's pretty. And I put some brown on her lower lash line. And so, yeah, that was that. And she just wanted cheetah prints like right around here. So I think we did like 5 or 6 cheetah prints. Y'all, she was loving it. It was so pretty. Your best friend already. And she had on a cheetah outfit because it was a Halloween party type thing. And she's like, oh. And so we were matching up the colors and stuff like. I'm like, Michelle's gonna love this. So I'm just gonna blow up just like this piece right here. And send that to you. It is nice. That's the best cheetah. I'm not gonna say the best cheetah print I did, but it looks more. I'll say this. It looks more like your cheetah print. Because when I did it, I just cheetah printed the whole face, the whole side of the face, where you just kind of like, here and there. So that's how hers was. It was really nice. And so I do recognize sometimes less is more. Like the look I did last night, I really like that one too. But then there's times like now, it's like, I just want to do shit, So we're going to take the sticky blood. Where are we going to put it? Is it sticky like the other one? Yup. Oh, man. It doesn't feel as sticky. Oh man, I like this. And we still do have to do our lip. I Something might be coming up, but I'm gonna hold on to it until like I'm like 98% sure. But I'm really excited about it. And I know I say, working down there, half of it is networking. So if anybody from down there is watching this video, hello and thank you for being here. Because quite a few people like, I've been watching your videos, I like your videos. And I'm like, ooh, dang, I'll be like, for real? Are you subscribed though? And it'll be women and men. They'll be like, oh, I've been watching your videos. I really like them. I'll be like, what? Yo, that is so rewarding. That is so rewarding. This might be it for the paint. Let me see because I don't want to do too much. Because I wanted it to look like the eye was bleeding and the nose and the mouth. That's what I wanted to do. This hook right here, that's a freckle though. That's a freckle, but it's looking like it's eyeshadow. But I had to, for those who just came, I had a lipstick applicator, and I was holding this and going back and forth, and it did not move. Like, that is my skin. Scary splatter. This one you spray. We're not going to do that today. I'm going to have on a cape for that. Hold 6 to 12 inches away and then spray. Y'all, hell no. It would just be like, psh, nah. But this one is liquid too. This one is Screaming Fake Blood. What does it say to do? Apply to the skin or prosthetic for realistic blood effect. You can use it anywhere to create realistic gory looks. Not recommended for use. Children under 3. Remove with soap and water. So we're just going to put a drop and just see. Even though this is a spray. No, this is the spray. So this was the sticky blood. Yo, that looks nice. That looks nice. So how... Okay. Oh. Something fell. Where? I don't know. I am going to... If your side... I think you need a new side piece, Bob. Is it appropriate to OJ her? If you want to go to jail, because that's a crime. So we're not going to get attached to you in case you get locked up. So we're just going to get rid of you because you want some other type time shit. So we're just going to see what this looks like. This don't squeeze. Oh shit. Wait. What? Because I heard it do something. This is what I heard. That's what I heard. That's why I was like, okay, wait. Because I didn't want it to be like spit all over me. And the PAO for these are 12 months. This was not an expensive kit. And the blood you get, actually, the coagulated blood was a whole lot smaller than this one. But they do have different sizes. But I like this one. When the Mayron reaches its POA, if this is still available, I'll repurchase this one. Okay, I got the aluminum off, but it's still plastic on here. I got something somewhere. I know I have scissors or something. I have tweezers right here somewhere. Okay, so I'm just using tweezers to get this plastic off. Thank you y'all for being here. I really didn't know who was going to pop in. I did expect randos, but I didn't expect I don't know, because Michelle said she was up and she was one of the ones in favor of late night troll play. But other than that, Janessa be chilling at this time of the morning and catching up on her soaps. So I really didn't know, like, if any of you were going to show up. What I'm doing now is just cleaning the blood off of this because it's easier to clean liquid stuff when it's wet before it dries. And put those back. Alright, so let's try this again. I'm so thankful Dion popped up in it. Y'all know. You all know how I do as a passenger. No, we don't know. Well, I don't. Pretty girl. Excuse me. So now we're going to take this back off again. We're going to see what this does. Ooh. Ooh. And I am pushing in. This would look really good with that rigid collodion. The one that tightened my skin and looked like a scar. Put this on top of it, like the scar part, and then drip this on the outside of it so it'll look like the dried blood and then like where it came. Ooh, all right, I'm scared. Let me get another one of these. Y'all, I did wash this. Y'all, I believe some of this is that damn lash glue. From that time I put too much on, and so when I was pulling it off of my lashes, I was wiping my hands on here. It ain't wash out. That's that damn lash glue. Alright. Ooh. So it seems to perform the same as the Mayron one. But I like that this has that stopper dropper and it has a cap. I do like that. I don't want to do too much. Is this enough? Put your lashes. It actually didn't pull my lashes out. But when I would go like this, it was so much glue like up here. It was ridiculous on my upper lashes. But it didn't pull my lashes out. I was taking glue off of my lashes Dawn, for at least 2 days. Like seriously. And I wash my face twice a day. I'm like, that glue ain't no damn joke. That glue ain't no joke. Yeah, I think we're going to stop with that. I was wondering if it was going to be the same color as this one. And what I don't like is that it almost is. In person, it is a different effect because this kind of clumps up where this is. And I did put on way too much glue. I know I put on way too much glue. But yeah. I wish it was a different color. But it does. Let me move this mirror somewhere else. Makeup trash bag. Move the palette, move the brush over, because I know it's creating a shadow. So it's looking the same color as this one. Down here, because of how I placed it, you can see darker parts. So I do wish it was different colors. But even with the Mayron, for each, I think it's 3 different blood things. They have 3 different colors in each. Like one for fresh blood, one for coagulated, one for blood splatter. And you can pick which colors you want. And so it's not weird to me that it's the same color. But I do wish, though, that it was different. This would look really nice, putting this on that scar. So the only one we didn't use was this one, because I ain't spraying all that. I would need to have like a whole backdrop bid type thing for that, because I don't know what that's going to do. What am I looking for? Looking for this. And the palette. What do we use for our eye primer and pink pot? That's what we use for the eye primer. We'll just do the Fenty primer. That's oh, hi, Jay. Yeah, it didn't pull my lashes out at all, which was great. Some of your... Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Okay. Glad you enjoyed it. I was going to say something that wasn't so nice. Y'all, the fucking hair from that brush. I was going to say something not nice. I'm glad I caught myself. Because he might be a friendly, or she, so we don't want to be rude. We're going to... What brush had that gray on it? I don't know. It was this brush. Okay, I understand, Link. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we're just going to tap this on the lid. I want to just take an hourglass number 3, but I'm like, why dirty up another brush? So we're just trying to get this close to the same shade as the paint. And we're all going to put some over the paint, just so this eye doesn't show my skin. Yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Because honestly, y'all, I said it's going to be just a room full of randos. And I was just going to ignore and just like do what I do like it's a video and not even address the chat. But then some of y'all came in. So I'm like, okay, I got to talk to my fan. Which means dealing with them other one. Ooh, this is darker than that paint, which is good. I'm liking this. I am liking it. Ooh. I can see that line where the paint stopped though. That's turned into a funky color and I like it. That's this shade right here that we're using. But the way it's looking, you know why I think my skin is showing through it? Because we didn't put on the groundwork paint pot. We just have on the Fenty primer. But it's looking to me like that's more than one color. Not like it's dual chrome, but just, I think it's just my skin showing through it. I like it. I'm going to put that down again. I'm going to put the brush away again. We're going to take... We're going to take Nudge Nudge Ink, which is the one, the lower lash line. That ain't it. This is strawberry milk. Where's Nudge Nudge Ink? Because to me, it does have like a funky kind of reddish tone to it. And I almost didn't repurchase it because I didn't like how it made my eyes look kind of red. But for it look like this though, can I see that far? I'm gonna put this up here. And y'all know I seldom use pencil liners on my top. I was gonna use the red from Lethal, but I didn't feel like dealing with that water again. And y'all know that takes time. And I'm just wanting to get done because... So you see what I'm saying about the color? I am glad that I did repurchase it. Hey, Patty. I have a cousin named Patty. Well, Patricia, but I was raised, and she was raised being called Patty, and I was raised calling her Patty. She used to run track. Let me tell you how good she was. She was supposed to go to the Olympics for track. And that's the year they boycotted. And I'm like, motherfuckers. I'm like so close and yet so far. Yeah, she was supposed to go run track in the Olympics. I forget what country it was in, but there was a boycott because of whatever was going on. And so they canceled the Olympics. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, y'all could do that? So whatever year that was, that's when she was supposed to go because I was so excited. And it was like, no. Whoa, y'all, we've been on almost 2 hours because it just spun and said that we're live again. Hey, Joan, good night. I kind of want to do something else, but I'm kind of like, no. We're going to do Adder's Fork over here. Thank you, Patty. And I don't even know what I'm doing. I just be doing stuff. And it's just so much fun. We're going to put this over here. And we're going to put this on this side since we have 2 different looks. Yeah, we're going to do that. Do that. Hey, this is Adder's Fork. Yes, Patty. What is your question? I'm going to need to move this mirror closer. Excuse me, pretty girl. As Janessa says. Y'all, when she be doing her lives now, she be like, Replay Crew rocks. I be like, yeah. So now I got her saying Replay Crew rocks, and she got me saying pretty girl after I belch. The things we pick up from the people we watch. My upper lip line, you know, I might overline over here because like this flows, this ain't flowing. So it's like the paint and then like my skin. Where do I get the makeup? Different places. Either like Sephora or Ulta or the brand website. So different places. So when people tell me I would like to learn how to do makeup, here's my card, my YouTube is on there. Because most of what I do is kind of tutorial style. And when I slow it down, this is a pretty ass blue. This is Adder's Fork from Notoriously Morbid, and it's described as deep black and blurple. This is nice. When I first got it, and I would wear it, to me it looked black. Thank you, Patty. Welcome to the Crazy Trollation. And I just saw black. And then I started seeing like a bluish black, blackish blue kind of thing. And I could tell it's blue because on here to me this does look blue, but on my lip it didn't. And when I took this to the conference last year and I was rooming with my chosen family sister, I put it on. She said, that is a pretty deep blue lipstick. And I was like, because I never saw the blue. Well, I never saw it just being deep blue. But I see it now, which is why I'm saying that. Because I'm looking at it now. Well, especially before I put more on. It did really look blue to me. A dark blue, which it never looked like that to me before. So now this is getting to that black blue. Don't be sorry, Patty. It's okay. I appreciate you being here. Where I am now is Sunday. We're doing a live stream swatch party tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yo, I'm going to be like, I'm so tired. But that'll be an easy one. It's a swatch party of 8 Notoriously Morbid lipsticks. Sleep well, Patty. Thanks again. See, now I do see like a black and blue. It says deep black and blurple. But I never seen it before, y'all, until tonight. Like, seriously. I never saw the blue, just the blue. Because that first layer I put on, that to me looked blue. I never saw that before. Like, seriously. I kid you not. When I say my eye be perceiving colors different, it really do. Hey, Jamie. You tell me it's whatever you want it to be. That's my standard answer. Because I just be doing things with my face. We're actually going to line the lip over here because we're going to overline. We're going to put this on. This is, I believe, Club Hopper. Yeah, they don't make these anymore. This is NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. Now they're called something different. And so, I forgot I had that lip oil on. The liquid lipstick stayed on nice over it. But this lip liner didn't want to work with it. I like these paints. I don't know if I'm going to ever use that spray one because that just sounds like a mess waiting to happen. See, I'm going to need to do something down here. I'm going to have to overline. And I don't feel like... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that gray shadow and put it around my lip. Because I don't feel like dealing with that paint again. That trash-ass brush. Which is going in the trash. Or I could just really just overline. Over here. But I still see my skin. So let's overline some more. And y'all know I do not overline my top lip. Sometimes I do my bottom lip a little bit. Because even when I overline it, I can see, you can still see where my lip line is. And that never looks natural to me. Like never. Never. You can clearly see where my lip line is. From a distance, it looks good. But then when you get close, because you can still see my lip line, it's like, girl. I'm going to take that gray shadow. I'm going to overline down here too. And usually I don't because it does blend in with my face. Oh, hey, Patty. I thought you was going to sleep. You're going to say blood, mix what you have with a little cocoa powder and pancake syrup. I ain't doing all that. I ain't cooking. I ain't baking nothing. Thanks for the idea, though, but I don't cook a lot. And I actually don't have pancake mix or syrup. Honestly, I don't. You trying to have me baking muffins. This does fit the look, though. That do. Yo, my lips is looking cray cray. Y'all know I don't be overlining all of this stuff. Alright, so that's Club Hopper. I'm gonna still put this on. Oh, thank you, Patty. For y'all who are new, Patty subscribe and click thumbs up, okay? So I'm just saying. Thank you, Patty. I'm gonna overline this there. LOL, IDK's an old film. Excuse me. That you thought it was a Halloween show at first. Well, this is supposed to be a zombie look on this side of the face. This side is just a regular makeup look. And don't be sorry at all. Us here on this channel, we say how we feel. And it wasn't disrespectful or anything. But yeah, this side is supposed to be like a zombie look. And this side is just a regular makeup look. So yeah, you were right. It's Halloween. See that? Don't be sorry. We all get along here. I am going to still take that shadow because... Actually, I'm not. I'm still seeing... I'm seeing my skin like right here. Should I just smudge my lipstick? What I like is that this is almost that blood color. We're just gonna go ham. Let's see. Let me look at my fillings. Then don't be showing us the inside of your teeth. Like when I do eyeshadow like this, I be like, don't be looking up my nose. And then I be like, so stop showing me your nose. I kind of like this. It's looking cray cray, but this is the crazy troll nation. I like that this is almost the same color as the blood. I don't want to get too close to that blood and get it on the wand. So we're going to take this. I like this. Damn, look like a clown lip. Just asking. Oh, I didn't even see it. I'm sorry. Yeah, my lashes are real. And you just reminded me I didn't put mascara over here. Or do I even want to do that? I don't think I want to do that. It's something. Oh, my eyelashes I was going to do. We're going to just use the black because that's what's right here. No, we have a gray. Midnight snack. Oh, goodness. Y'all hear me clinking stuff, right? Midnight snack from... Sorry, y'all, for that noise. Fluid line from MAC. We're going to take this gray. And we're going to take this brush. Yeah, these are my lashes. I do have mascara on this side. Y'all didn't know what JA was? I'm over 50. I don't know what these y'all young folks acronyms. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. Somebody said something, and I said I don't have it. I said I don't know how to answer because I don't know what you mean. Thank you. I'm sapiosexual too. I could think somebody is like the cutest guy, and if he sounds ignorant when he speaks, I just be like, ugh. Like I am just turned off, like, because what gets me is having like intellectual conversations. Patty saying the sub. Thank you, Patty. Oh, she subbed. I had like 0 likes. Thank you, Patty. This is Midnight Snack, a fluid line. Fluid lines are designed designed to be eyeliners. The paint pots are designed, thank you for the hearts. Paint pots are designed to be shadow bases, but you can use them both for both, and I do use them interchangeably, which is why I didn't get a black fluid line or a brown paint pot, because I have it in the other formula, and they work. They do the same thing. The consistency is different, but they do the same thing. I want to take this like all the way out, and I should have probably just went straight, but it has an arch like right here. Well, the arch is here and it comes down. So let's just do that. I just wanted to do more with this fake brow. I'm going to leave that like that. I like it. Hey, Mikey. Are you plan on doing it up Halloween? Nope. I am working at a Halloween event theme party doing makeup. But some of them people, they come already made up. And I'd be like, you're supposed to come here and let me do your makeup. Because people who do wear makeup do their makeup. And so most of my clients I get are people who don't. Or someone who does and they're just like, I just wanted to be pampered and have somebody else do it. And I'm like, I appreciate it. Am I what? We're going to put black lip liner over here. I know I said I was okay with how that lip line looks, but then I'm really not. I'm not going to go like this because that to me don't even look natural. Across the board, I don't think it looks natural on anybody because you can still see where my lip line is. You know what I'm saying? The only time I can't is if they have like super thin lips because then it's like it all just runs together. Yeah, so this is all we're going to do for this. I said as I do more. So I did not overline. I actually went on my lip line. All right. So this is the look I had thought to do earlier that I did not do because I was busy, which is a wonderful thing. Doing makeup on Halloween. Yep, if they come over to my table, yeah. Yeah. So we did the other picture, so let's do this one. Gotta cover up all that stuff. And then, is there a shadow? And then you see my chin or my forehead. Is this going to create a, yeah, that has a glare. Well, y'all, that's just going to be the picture, the one that we took. Thank y'all for being here. Hey, booyah! Oh, the hell! I really like how this works. I really like how this works. I don't know about the spray thing. Cause, no. The 3D gel, I don't know. Thank you for the hearts. If or when I'm going to ever use it, because it has to be heated up in water for like however many minutes. And at my station, I mean, yeah, my kitchen's right there. But if I'm out somewhere, I'm not going to be like, oh, I need to go to the kitchen for 10 minutes and heat up this water. You know what I mean? So I don't even know if I'm going to ever use that one. But I do. You're not intrusive at all. I do professional makeup. And so I work at events. And so if there's an event and they would like me to do makeup at their event, then I go there. And so I'm not in any one particular location. I live in the state of Delaware, but it's just wherever the money at, wherever the clients are, that's where I go. And so y'all work at different places. So this is it, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the new people who popped in that were friendlies, because some of them, it was kind of rough in the beginning. But I do appreciate y'all being here for this live Sunday, because I don't know where y'all all are in the world. October 19th, Sunday, which it already is here, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back We might do another look with the remaining shades and then do the swatches. I'm not sure. And I know if I ask, the first person that's going to say yes, do the look is Michelle, because you already know that. But but we will be back here to do lipstick swatches. And so if we just do the swatches, it should be it's not going to be a 2 hour live like this one for sure. Um, and Janessa, I believe, is doing a live at 4:30. I believe she's Central Time. So make sure y'all do check out her channel for that. And I hope I wake up. I wake up every 90 minutes or so, and I do check messages. And so if I'm in one of my wake ups and I see she's on, I will sign in and say hello and probably fall back to sleep. But I am going to try to make it. If not, I'll just watch the replay. But do make sure you check out her channel. For those who don't know, who else is still in here? Who of my regular trolls are still in here? Can you put Janessa's channel link in the chat? Or just do at, if you can do at Janessa Champagne. Can I do that? My fingers are too fat. No, I can't do that. No, it's not letting me do that. If somebody can put her link in the chat so people can find her. Okay, so this was not absolutely horrible dealing with the not so good trolls. My makeup trash, that brush, that was crazy. It's like hair all over my damn pants. And I didn't even change. This is what I wore out. So it's easy to see because everything shows up on black, which is weird because it's black. But okay, Jamie, I appreciate it. So everybody, thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. I'm digging this. We got to play with some new blood. We got some splotchiness zombie going on. I like the wing eyebrow thing. I like the eye with the red. Excuse me, that nudge ink shade. And y'all know I love this side because I like grungy. This is nice. And the lip, I actually see blue, which I usually don't. You don't know how to do that, Dawn? Okay. Okie dokie. That's okay. So we're going to go. We'll be back later on tonight. I know I'm crazy. So I'm going to do a short/reel and then wash all this off, take a hot shower, have a snack, stretch out, hopefully fall asleep. And y'all will see me tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you. Replay crew, y'all already know that y'all rock. Let me know what you think. Yeah. So we're going to go, as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you'll see me soon. Bye. Thank you for the hearts. Good night, everybody.